Hello and welcome back for another episode of Financial Freedom by 40. For those of you who are new to our channel, we're a Kiwi family of 4 who are currently travelling around Australia full time in our Jayco all-terrain caravan. We're now 3 months into our 12-month trip and we are loving this experience. It's been amazing for all of us to get to do this together, and we're getting to see some really amazing places. In this week's episode, we'll take you with us as we travel around the Eyre Peninsula in South Australia. We're actually starting this week's episode just after where we left you last week, near the top of the Yorke Peninsula. This was our last stop before heading around the corner to start coming down the Eyre Peninsula, and we stayed in the Mount Remarkable National Park at a really neat campsite called Mambray Creek. We've found these national park campgrounds to be really great. They're quite affordable and you often have lots of amazing wildlife like we did here.
Do you look for bugs, you reckon?
Yeah.
Oh, let's go. Don't go too close. Hello.
It's an iguana.
Oh, it's just inside the door. Oh, I think they said it's a lace monitor, not an iguana. No. He's pretty cool.
I thought lace monitors were bigger.
It's pretty big.
Where is it? It's gone all the way around there.
It's just here. He's got his tongue out. He must be looking for bugs or something. He's like,
Well, he's probably over there using the water.
oh, true.
Finding water bugs. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty cool, isn't it?
He's
That's
pretty
huge.
big.
You can go pretty close to it.
Oh, there's one of those lizards right outside our door. There's
You just
one.
walked right
Look
under
outside your window.
He just
Yeah.
walked right under the caravan.
What?
The
A
monitors.
lace monitor. It just walked right out under the step of the caravan. It's right here. Where's he off to? He's just mooching on through. Hi.
Never suntan.
Hi, dude.
Rest.
He's just gonna hang out there. Is that a good spot?
Lots of ants there.
Yes, that's true. Slow, aren't they? I suppose he's not slow if he doesn't want to be. He's just doing this thing.
Massive tail.
Yeah. Huge.
He climbed the tree back there last night.
One of the attractions we wanted to see in this national park was the Insta-famous Alligator Gorge. You often see images of this gorge on social media where it is full of water, but on the day that we were there it was a balmy 40 degrees, so no water in sight. It was definitely a pretty warm day for doing the walk, and we happened to leave it probably a little bit later in the day than we would have liked to get out there, so we definitely built up a bit of a sweat doing this walk. We read that the section of the gorge that you can see in the video here can at times be waist deep in water, and that if there is any rain there can be flash flooding, so you have to be really cautious about taking this walk on. Although it was perfectly dry when we were there and it wasn't an overly challenging walk, there were some places where you did have to scramble over rocks or climb over trees, but a pretty comfortable 2-hour walk for us, and we recommend it if you are in the area. One other point worth noting, just in case you were thinking you might do this walk on a day that you have your caravan with you, is that this road is not caravan friendly. There's a big sign at the bottom saying no caravans, and it is definitely correct. Even without the caravan, our car brakes were smoking by the time we got to the bottom of the hill, so be aware of this if you plan on doing this walk. It was also a super clear day, and as we were heading out of the park, we could see what looked like big dust storms on the horizon. Check it out.
Yeah, it must be like a dust storm. Oh, yeah, you can see it's sticking.
Yeah. You can see a couple of them.
straight in front of us. Some of it's probably, like you say, harvesting maybe. I feel like this one fairly close to us.
Yeah, so that might be harvesting.
Hop out of the car, see if it comes out better thin through the windscreen. But some of them look like dust storms.
Heaps of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I reckon, like you say, it's just like those kind of dust tornado type things. Crazy. Well, it's just flat, dry and windy. So dry, like crazy. This day just happened to be New Year's Eve, and we were quite lucky that there was the town of Port Pirie just 30 minutes away from where we were camping at Mambray Creek. Port Pirie put on a fabulous New Year's Eve event with live music and entertainment, and of course a fabulous fireworks show. One of the really great things about this fireworks show was that it was at the family-friendly time of 9:30 p.m. So we were able to take the kids along and get to see the fireworks, and we were all home at a nice, sensible time. Just enough time for us to crawl ourselves into bed before midnight. The next morning it was time for us to leave Mambray Creek and make our way around to Eyre Peninsula. Our first camp was at a free camp just outside of the town of Waiala. We'd heard good things about this camp, but it was a bit of a challenging road for us to get in on. Video, I'm going to close my eyes at the same time.
Wait, person's flying through here. The fact that he's flying so hard indicates that the road's probably not too bad.
Oh, there's a caravan in there. No, it's a camper van, sorry.
And yet they won't let you up ski.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's probably somebody's own one. Holy moly. This is our first really off-roady off-road. Look at the stones. And yet people drive up that hill. Not with caravan actually. Oh my gosh. How's this even a road?
Well, it's a road on the map.
Yeah, I know, but it doesn't say it's a horrible, probably not suitable for towing a caravan kind of a road. There's pictures of people camped up with caravans all along this coast.
Yeah, well, we're going to be one of those shortly.
Will we make it?
So dramatic.
You just got to take it slow. I mean, this is probably going to be what the Gibb's like. You're going to fret yourself for a couple of 100 kilometres.
Yep, probably. Can't watch. Would not come down here again. Despite the difficult road in, we did manage to find a nice safe campsite right by the water's edge, and it was a pretty cool experience given that we haven't as of yet camped right by the beach. It was also a super clear night and the sunset was pretty magical. The camera doesn't really do it justice, but it was pretty cool being well away from the lights. The stars were spectacular. This shot from the following morning shows you how close we really were to the ocean. And as you can see in the video coming up now, we managed to navigate our way back out of there without any worries. Having said that, I probably wouldn't recommend this as a campsite for you to come into if you're towing a large caravan. There were certainly other people down there with caravans, and the road does go on for another 40 k's or so with lots of marked caravan sites on it, but we certainly weren't prepared to keep going along the road and hoping that the condition might improve. I think if we hadn't have found a spot where we were, we probably would have turned around and gone back to town. It was then time for us to make our way down to the bottom of the Eyre Peninsula, where we were staying at the September Beach campground in Lincoln National Park. Well, that's pretty.
That's September Beach.
No, that's Engine Point. There's a campground in there too, apparently. Fishing, camping.
Swimming.
That's the entry road. Dip. Oh, really?
A little bit. There's a big caravan in there too. Someone else has made it that far.
Oh, it's a beautiful spot though.
Yeah. It's actually, there's almost no wind in there. Hopefully it's right where we are. Otherwise, I mean, I guess we can come back to there.
Nice.
What a road. Hey, the roads are getting better and better as we head west, eh?
Yeah.
Sweet and full drive. This is what you should have been last night to see the Aurora thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the Aurora when it crashed. Yeah.
No, there was an Aurora last night, but I mean, we can probably try it again tonight.
Oh, you guys are gonna hate it. You guys are gonna hate it.
Not nice?
A-A-I-T.
Oh, the rocks there. Oh. Look down that way.
Oh, it's not too nice, is it?
Oh,
Not too nice.
this is like Shelley Beach just for us. Let's do it. We're showing?
September Beach has to be one of our favourite campsites so far, especially because there is a resident pod of dolphins that goes up and down the beach all day long. There are also lots of kangaroos and other wildlife, and of course, that pretty spectacular beach. Oh, there's some more just here.
Oh, yeah.
So this is, we're at September Beach at the moment. It's it's in the Lincoln National Park. And we're parked up just behind the dunes over there. And then around this way is the beautiful beach. And today is Xavier's 10th birthday today. And it is a beautiful day for it. And it is pretty much no wind, it's like calm. So we're going to go out for a kayak and paddleboard, and hopefully, fingers crossed, there might be some more dolphins. In fact, I think the dolphins are right down there, so hopefully we can go and see them. There's some over there. There's some right in front of us.
Going towards the beach.
Pod of dolphins just swimming past us, just over there. Where are there more? Oh, in towards the beach.
I reckon in. They're coming towards us.
Yeah, just stay still.
Don't paddle. You can see all the fish.
Oh, they're right behind us there.
That's right.
How amazing is that?
Come
Yeah,
on.
that's them breathing. Can you hear them squeaking? If you listen carefully, you can hear the noise they make. Do you want to go that way?
No.
Just go slowly that way.
Probably heading towards their mates that are over that way.
Maybe they're going to a party.
Maybe it's someone's birthday.
Oh, there's 2 pops. That's why.
At this point, the boys decided they had had enough of kayaking and wanted to head out for a snorkel, so we went back to the beach, grabbed our snorkeling gear and went out to the rocks. After our snorkeling, we went back to camp to clean up our gear and get tidied up for Xavier's birthday dinner. While we were cleaning up, some cheeky kangaroos came in and tipped over our cleaning bucket for a drink.
You still want more water?
See, they'll drink it off the floor. Try the bucket.
Mate. Just put some more water in.
No. So you want to put water in anything, grab that green lid, put that green lid down and fill the green lid up with water. You probably used to use this water.
What are you looking
Put the
for?
green lid down there.
How's this for a close-up?
That'll do, that'll do, that'll do, that'll do. Stop.
Yeah.
Now, I won't tip it over.
After September Beach, we started to make our way up the western side of the Eyre Peninsula. One of our first stops was at Coffin Bay, which is famous for its oysters. Unfortunately, we were there on a Sunday during the school holidays, and we didn't manage to get any oysters while we were here, but we had a bit of a look around and did the oyster walk.
So you said that's the nursery one.
Yeah,
So what do? Do they...
they get them, so they basically, I think, get them here and they grow to 3 to 6 millimeters long, and then they take them from the nursery here and they put them about 15 k's up the coast.
out at the sea? Or...
No, up in the bay.
Oh, right.
And that's where they grow
Bigger.
to whatever. Yeah, they reckon.
So like edible size.
Yeah, I think they were saying 1 million of these little ones. They call them the seeds. Of them weigh 20 kilos, and they can grow up to being like tons of oysters.
This was a pretty big driving day for us, making our way from the bottom of the Eyre Peninsula, about halfway up the western side of the Eyre Peninsula, to our next campground, Whiting Shoal at Sheringa Beach. Unfortunately, while we were at the Eyre Peninsula, it was actually pretty windy, and a lot of the beaches that we visited were not at their Insta-worthy best. But we're learning to take it as it comes and make the most of every place we visit.
Bit rough out there.
Wind pumping straight in here today.
Yeah. Massive sand dunes though. And there's some big waves. Whitecaps galore. Oh look, there's lots of sand dunes, so
Yeah.
worst case scenario we can go boogie boarding on the surfers.
It'd be quite nice snorkeling in those rocks and stuff in there,
Did you see what they had in that first aid kit back there?
though. No.
What?
It was a shark bite first aid kit. That's reassuring.
Shark bite?
That's reassuring.
Is that full of bandages?
I don't know.
Extra limbs?
I'm sure there's absolutely no sharks out there whatsoever.
What about the fin that's
Whiting shoal.
We parked up at campsite number 5 at Whiting Shoal, which is one of a number of campsites along this part of the coast at Sheringa Beach. These campsites are only $20 a night, and you're parked up literally steps away from the water's edge, so it's pretty amazing to be able to grab something like this. We didn't swim or fish at the beach, though we have heard that there are some good fish to be caught just out off here. We're also not too sure about the swimming situation because it was quite choppy when we were there, although there did seem to be a nice little swimming spot just around the corner at the day parking area that you saw as we came in. We didn't go swimming while we were there. We decided to stay only one night, even though we had booked 2, and move on further up the coast where we were hoping to find somewhere that was a little bit more sheltered where the boys could have a swim.
Yeah, it's actually quite nice down here, isn't it?
On our driving days, we tend to try and find a few interesting sights to see along the way to break up the driving a bit. One of the places we stopped on this particular day was the Woolshed Cave and the Talia Rock Pools. The Talia Rock Pools were pretty cool. We even managed to see a little octopus in one of the rock pools. We didn't go swimming here, but it was still a fun place to explore and to break up our travels.
No, I'm not moving. You're so mean. He's not actually filming.
Doing it. Oh.
He's not actually filming, Mum.
That particular day was a bit of a grumpy day for us, so we decided to find ourselves a free camp not far off the highway and pulled in for a bit of a quiet afternoon and an early night. The following morning, we went out to the Murphy's Haystacks, which were just up the road. Murphy's Haystacks are not haystacks at all, but are giant inselbergs, which is a type of rock formation. They got their name, Murphy's Haystacks, back in the days when a person who was travelling by noticed them and thought that they were giant haystacks and commented that that person must be doing a really great job of storing away their hay to have such a great supply of it. The haystacks are on private land and there's a $10 entry fee that can be paid to an honesty box when you go there. There is also an option to camp on the farm as well. I'm not too sure what the fee is now, but it would be a great place for you to park up if you wanted to get some spectacular sunset or sunrise photos over the haystacks. Our final camp for the Eyre Peninsula was at the beautiful Perlubie Beach. Perlubie is one of those places that you see on social media and you wonder if it's really real. I can say for a fact that it absolutely is real. This is a shot that Ryan took with our new drone and absolutely no filters applied. The water really is that colour. It is a stunning, stunning spot. One of the reasons that Perlubie Beach is famous is that it is a beach where you can actually camp on it with your caravan. Unfortunately for us, we didn't get in early enough to secure one of the beach sites, but we were able to camp just a short distance up the road at the new caravan park that has recently opened there, Perlubie Park. So we were really only walking distance from the beautiful beach. You can also drive down onto the beach, which we did a number of days, taking the truck down onto the beach and parking up in the day use area. While we were staying at Perlubie, we met up with another travelling family who are also doing a big lap and who have 2 boys that are a similar age to our 2 boys. The boys are always super excited to find other kids their age to play with. I think they are missing their friends a little bit, so any opportunity to play with other kids is jumped upon with great enthusiasm. They were also super excited to find out that their little friends had a boat. So another family that is travelling with a rooftop tinny. So, the boys have been a bit disappointed that we didn't manage to get a tinny in our setup. And their little friends were really kind to invite us out and take the boys out for a little trip out crabbing. Now, as we mentioned in one of our previous episodes, we have tried to catch blue swimmer crabs before, but without much success. And the blue swimmer crabs like to live in the weed line, which is the darker green patch that you can see in the video footage. So the boys went out with their friends on their boat and managed to do a little bit of crabbing. After a few attempts out on the tinny with the crab pots, they managed to snag a few keepers and brought them back in for us to try for our dinner.
So this is our first experience of eating blue swimmer crabs.
Xavier doesn't like it. They're not going to blue.
No, they went orange, didn't they?
Yeah, when you boil them, their things turn orange.
Where's this claw?
But it's big nippers.
Yeah, you want to see a big
Xavier
one?
caught the biggest one today.
It's a bit close because all I can see is fuzzy orange. What do we reckon?
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
Can you get a fork, please? Can you get a couple of forks?
How many? 4?
Just that one, Zadie, please.
It's your fault. I'm not eating it. I don't like it.
I just want a tiny bit. I don't want that.
That's a lot.
That'll do.
Eating now, thanks. Not much meat in them.
It's okay.
Verdict? Good. It's okay.
As long as you do that skinny bit for me, I don't really mind.
Dad's got to do all the
As
hard
long as I
work.
do all the cracking.
Dad's got to do all the hard work and cleaning it up.
If you just stand back.
You have to actually destroy the actual shell of the crab.
Yeah, well, you got to get into the. You got to get into the claw.
Pretty hard, aren't they?
Mm.
You're not going to just break that with your fingers.
Sausage.
That'll do, thanks, baby.
You caught the biggest one today, Rilla.
Was it that way?
Do you eat
Those
that?
are those big nipper arms that were coming at me when we were doing trying to do the raking.
They're like,
Yep.
it's like crab.
Yeah, I mean, you need. Like, that's. See, that's. A fair bit of meat out of that one.
Yeah. You gonna sample it, Dad, and tell us what it tastes like?
Oh, yeah, I had some before.
You like it?
That's good.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna quickly come over to you
There's a good amount of salt. Yeah, it's nice.
so I can.
It's, doesn't taste that different to crayfish.
Oh,
How do you
come and
snap
try
it?
some
My
then.
big one's claw. And this, if this is the size of its claw, then imagine how big my crab was.
So big.
Yoink.
Right, I need to get in there and try some, so I'm gonna put this
Can I
away.
snap it, brother?
One of the days we were at Perlubie was a bit overcast, so we decided to take a drive out to the Westall Way Loop, where there are some great rock pools at Smooth Pool. You can actually snorkel in the rock pools, but the boys weren't so keen, having heard that somebody was recently eaten by a shark at a nearby beach.
I'm gonna try and walk across this without falling in. I think I chose a bad route.
Mom, do you want to go across here?
I'll just watch you. Thanks. I don't want to take a unplanned swim.
Another fun stop along the Westall Way Loop is the Pirie sand dunes. The sand dunes are massive with loads of space for you to get out and take a ride on them on your board, but the area that we rode on was right near the road, so super accessible.
He doesn't want to do the hill climb again. Go, Dad, go! You can do it! Go, Zaves! Woohoo! Oh! You're off! Try again! Woohoo! Oh, even further! Go, Dad!
Set. Ready. Ready. Go. Good job. Woohoo! How was that? Was that cool?
Well, that's a wrap for us on this week's episode. We'll leave you with an aerial shot of the Ynurbie dunes, which gives you an idea of just how massive these dunes are. We'd like to say a big thank you to all of our viewers, especially to our regular viewers who are with us each week. We really appreciate your commitment to following our journey. And if you would like to follow along with us on social media also, you can find us at Financial Freedom by 40 on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. We hope you have a fabulous week. And we look forward to seeing you again next week, where we will take you along with us on one of Australia's most epic road journeys, the 1400 kilometre long crossing of the Nullarbor Plains.